Russia is a terrorist state.
Russia is a terrorist state.
Stop Russia, stop the war.
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 Tribunal for Russian war criminals.
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 My friends, as we have said many times in the past, the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. Just the mere good intentions without the ability to defend yourself against those who want to destroy you is worthless. It is weakness. It is the inability of existing in a world where there are powers who want to do you harm. And there are powers who want to do you a lot of harm. All it takes is for you to take a look at what kind of stuff the Russians write on their tanks and vehicles. They write to Kiev and to Lviv, yes, but also to Berlin, to Washington, to London. That is the kind of ideal that the Russians are still pursuing. Not an idea of live and let live, an idea of shameless expansionism. They will continue to expand until their expansion is stopped, until their ambitions are checked, until they are shown that there are consequences for their actions, for their crimes, innumerable. We need to understand this, because that's the only way for us to move into a better future, my friends. A freer future with trade and international cooperation. A future of peace. However, for the Ukrainian people right now, the only pathway to peace is throughout war. That is what the Russians have forced the Ukrainian people towards, by attacking them, by threatening their very existence in this world. The claim that the Ukrainian people supposedly don't exist and have always been part of Russia is as politically savvy as the claim that the Great British never existed. It was always the Americans. My friends, America is more powerful now than Great Britain. But Great Britain is the progenitor of that relation. Just like Ukraine is the progenitor of Russia. And now, this ungrateful son who has forgotten the shoulders of his parents on which he stands is claiming that his parents never existed in the first place, that it was always him. A particularly interesting example of this, my friends, is when Putin had this meeting with a supposed historian, or a revisionist historian, as we might call him. And he showed them a little map of the French, which said, Ukraine, country of Cossacks. And Putin, the blind grandpa that he is, claimed that there was no Ukraine there. Well, you can actually clearly see that there was in that map. So for that, my friends, we need to remember what happened so that we know how to face our enemies head on. Слава Україні! Слава нації! Україна! Україна!
Понад усе!
Україна!
Понад усе!
Героям України тричі!
Слава! Слава! Слава!
Ворогам України тричі!
Смерть! Смерть! Смерть!
And now, my friends, we will have a short musical break.